Hey there everybody, and good morning. This is James with Knitcase Designs. If you're just joining me, yesterday I made a fantastic frosted pumpkin cold process soap. Video is on my channel, so you should check it out. But I have since unmolded the soap. This is about, let's see, probably like 15 hours later, 16 hours later. And you can see it's set up really nicely. Bring it in here. You can see that right now, that orange color and these little specks from the pumpkin puree really make it look like a nice fresh pumpkin pie. And then on top we've still got our beautiful white soap, which looks like just fresh whipped cream. So excited. So I'm going to cut this on its side because we don't want to drag any of the cinnamon or the cloves through the soap because that can really mar that pretty white look. And we're going to get a little bit of that. It's going to happen. There's going to be drag marks. Anytime you have like a solid anything being torn through a soap, like you can see right here, this clove is going to go straight through that. I might just pick that off. So my strings are tight. I'm going to go ahead and, camera shaking. Give her a cut. There we go. Pop goes through. And if anyone wonders, I did get this cutter from Bud's Woodshop. You can see his name right there. He has an Etsy store, and I've just seen his cutters in other, big soap makers videos, and I was like, I can't cut straight to save my life. I tried a miter box, I tried just using a knife, I tried using a cheese cutter, which you're technically not supposed to do, just because those wires aren't designed to handle something this consistency. But the cool thing about Bud's Woodshop was that he had different options, like you could size them differently. I chose just 1-inch bars because I think that's a pretty standard size. But you could do 1.5 inch, you could do 2-inch, you could do, a lot of different options. So if you're interested, it's well worth the money. I have to tell you, I have saved countless hours of poorly cut soap by being able to just cut perfect bars every time and ensure that everyone gets a consistent product. So, I'm going to bring in a couple bars here. How about that? That is a clean line. And like I mentioned in our last video, it is going to darken up some. So this pumpkin soap contains vanillin, which comes from vanilla. And it adds like that sweet fragrance to things, and so that's gonna continue to darken a little bit. I just love how this looks like pumpkin pie. Like, I know I keep saying that, but it really is true. Like, it's just got these beautiful little dots, like specks of pumpkin throughout, and it's gonna darken to a little more of a pumpkin-y, like a deep brownish orange. It really just looks great. And I apologize if I sound a little raspy. It's morning. I decided I'm going to cut the soap before I go to work instead of after. Because I don't want to have to worry about it when I get home. So a question that I wanted to ask you, actually. So I know this is a point of contention with a lot of soap makers, but what do you think when you hear about beveling the edges? So when I say that, it's when you just kind of shave off the sides, the bottom, and it sort of makes a more rounded bar. Some people claim, it's easier to hold, it's more comfortable. I don't know. I've always been on the fence. I have beveled some, and I've not beveled others. I think for me, I don't usually have plans to do anything with the shavings. A lot of people save them and use them in like confetti soap, but I mean, I do a lot of earth tone type soaps, and when I do have multicolored soaps, they're not usually colors I would put in a confetti. So I don't like saving them. But then, who knows, maybe I should just consider that for the future. But I think it's a good question, because like I typically leave them straight edge. I like the clean look. I like the sharp lines. I like that you're giving them the max amount of soap that you can. So I'm not shortchanging anybody. And similarly, like, I mean, I'm not using it, so I don't know. Also, I have gotten some requests lately to make, like, miniature bars, so, like, more sample sizes. Because, I mean, I only typically make one batch of each type of soap, just because, like, I'm at a point in my soap making career that, you know, I don't have the need to make 20, 40, 60 bars of the same soap at a time. So I just make, you know, 10 bars, and then those 10 go, and I make 10 more. I mean, of course, people will order things or request something specific, and that's totally fine. But I think that'd be fun to make just like miniature bars. I have a smaller mold. It's the same idea as my 2-pound mold. It's just a little more narrow, and it would be a little shorter. Hello, Chauncey. So I don't know. Let me know if you think you would enjoy miniature bars. Here, you know what we're going to do? Because I still got to unmold this. I'm going to show you how bad I cut things. I'm going to move my cutter out of the way. Oh, lost some cloves there. That's okay. So I really love this little mold from Brambleberry. It's just a little 1-pound mold. It's awesome because like sometimes I want to test stuff or have my like extra, you know, spill tray basically. And this is great for that. It's pretty deep. If I wanted to fill it up, I could get 4 bars out of this pretty easily. For this, I'm just going to cut it down the middle. Is that my... Oh, hey, Sherman. So I'm going to show you how bad I am at this. So I'm going to line it up straight. And I'm going to go down. Oh my gosh, I can't do it to save my life. Can you see how bad that angle is? It is straight up apparent, like just not square. How do I manage to do that? I don't even know. Whatever, they'll make good bars for me at home. Okay, so that is the cutting of the Frosted Pumpkin soap. I'll be back tomorrow. Planning on making a new soap to me, so it'll be another fun design, I'm sure. But yeah, let me know what you think about beveling soap, or if you have any questions or suggestions or thoughts. Like, subscribe, hit the notifications button. You can be notified anytime I have a new video up. Check me out on Instagram, Facebook. I do a lot of stuff, so yeah, keep engaged. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.